Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Seamount for life here. I wanted to make a putting tutorial video today. I have a lot of people that hop into my Twitch streams and a lot of them ask me, hey Mark, what do you do for putting? How do you approach putting? What is your kind of tactics, your strategy, all of that stuff. So I wanted to make a video today to help everybody out there that's starting to learn the game and wanting to get better on the green. What I want to do first is just go through some general information about putting and then take you through the three types of putts that you'll have in this game: a flat putt, uphill putt, and a downhill putt, and just kind of break down how those will all work. And then what I want to do is play 9 holes and just walk you through my thought process as I'm on the green and as I'm putting. So first, let's just take a look at some of the general information. So some general things here. Always know your green speeds. This game has 5 different green speeds: very slow, slow, moderate, fast, and very fast. And what goes with these green speeds is a distance. Very slow is 101 feet, slow is 119 feet, moderate is 144 feet, fast is 163 feet, and then finally very fast is 187 feet. The green speed represents how far your full putter stroke will roll on a flat ground. So if you're on a completely flat green on very slow and you pull the putter all the way back and hit it, it's going to roll out to 101 feet. So why that is important is you need to know your green speed so that you have a good understanding of how hard or soft to hit putts. So what that means is on a 30-foot putt, you're going to pull it back a lot farther on very slow than you would on very fast. Some more general information here. Downhill putts, they will break more than uphill putts. And the thought process behind this is simply this. On downhill putts, your putts will be rolling slower in most cases, which means that they will be in the break a lot longer, which means that they will break more. And then the half of this is too, second half of your putt will break more than the first half of your putt, with the same type of idea, right? As you're hitting your putt, it's going to have a lot more momentum in the first half of it than it will in the second half of it, which means it's going to be hit through the break a lot more often in the first half than it would in the second half. So just understand that as you're looking at your putt and you're trying to read the break. Number 3 here, your swing plane matters, but your tempo does not. This is extremely important. I've watched some streams, I've heard some people comment that they didn't realize that the swing plane actually matters on putting, and it's a huge deal in this game, especially on the higher difficulties. So try your best not only get the full power of your putts when you pull back, but that you push it up as straight as you possibly can, because you can very easily push or pull putts and miss them just because of that. And then finally, no matter what I tell you today, it's extremely important to apply what I'm telling you today and practice, practice, and practice some more. All right, so there's just some general tips, some things that I've learned along the way of playing all of the golf club games and also playing this game, PGA Tour 2K21. Now, what I want to do next is just take you through the 3 different putt types that you'll have in this game. And start first with flat, then we'll talk about uphill, and then we will talk about downhill. So let's talk about flat. So flat putts. You always want to start with the aiming cursor on the cup at the exact distance that you are away from the hole. And then from there, if you're inside 20 feet, you're going to add 2 feet to the putt. If you're inside, or if you're between 21 and 40 feet, you're going to add 1 foot to the putt. And if you're over 40 feet, especially without the meter on, you're going to want to just keep it right at the exact same distance. Now for uphill putts. Again, you want to start with the aiming cursor right on the cup. And then from here, you want to put your focus on the uphill inch distance. And what you want to do is you want to take that number and you want to divide it in 2 and then add half of it to itself. And an easy way to say this is you want to add 150% of that distance. And then depending on how far the putt is, you're going to add additional feet as well. If it's inside 20 feet, you're going to add 2. If it's between 20 and 40 feet, you're going to add 1. And if it is above 40 feet, you're going to add nothing. So if you have a 6-inch uphill putt, half of 6 is 3. That equals 9. And then let's say it's inside 20 feet, then you would add 2 to that. So that means you would go up 11 feet. And this will make a lot more sense when we get into the game and I kind of talk through the putts that I'll have. Finally, we have downhill putts. So again, extremely important on all putts, you always start with the cursor on the cup at the exact distance you are away from it. And then at this point, this is more of a subtraction thing. So you take a look at whatever the downhill distance is, and you start with that subtraction. So if it's downhill 3 inches, you subtract 3 feet from the putt distance. Now this is where it gets a touch complicated, because depending on the length of the putt, you're going to want to take off additional distance, especially on faster greens. Okay. And I have a chart here. This is just something to loosely go by. It's by no means the be all end all, but I've found that about every 20 feet in putt length, you want to go down about 1 more feet. Okay. And then at the very end of all of this, you actually want to add 1 foot to it. This is to simulate putting your cursor a foot past the cup after you're done with all of the math. So you actually do hit it past the hole. Okay, so do all the math, subtracting, and at the very end of it, you add 1 to whatever your number would be. And again, this will probably make a lot more sense when we get into the game and we start doing this in real time. So there we go. That is a quick little walkthrough of some general tips and also the 3 different types of putts that you will have in this game. What I want to do now is, again, just jump in. I want to play 9 holes, and I want to walk you through the putts that I have using what I just showed you, and I think it will help make a lot more sense out of all of it. Here we go. Now, I am playing on master difficulty. However, I am actually using the putting meter, and I have it on. I don't like using the putting meter. I don't like using the meter at all. But I felt like for this tutorial, it would make a lot of sense and maybe help wrap people's brains around what's happening in terms of the distance and all of that stuff. So I felt like it would make sense to have it on for this, even though I don't, again, prefer it to be on. I also kind of felt like a lot of the people probably looking for help are using the meter. There's nothing wrong with the meter. It's just more of a preference thing on my end. But I kind of felt like in terms of the audience and the people that are looking for help, it might make more sense to have that meter on for that as well. So I'm actually going to be just chipping it over here so we have a little bit more of an exciting putt to hit. And I'm guessing this will be an uphill putt, but let's take a look. Yes, it will be an uphill putt. So let's take a look here. All right, so again, cursor on the cup. And since we're on the first green, this is something I want to bring to your attention. Top right-hand corner, the putt distance, right? 144. That's moderate speed. You always want to check it on your first green, so that way you can adjust your putting and whatever you're going to need to do the rest of the way. But that number never changes during your round. So put the cursor on the cup at 19 feet, and we'll do the math from here. So 150% of the uphill distance. In this case, it's 6. So 150% of 6 is 9. Now, how do we get to that, right? Half of 6 is 3. Add 3 to 6. That equals 9. That's a nice, easy way to think about that. And then at this point, it's 20 feet or 19 feet, right? So it's inside the 20 feet, so we're going to add an additional 2 feet to that. So 150% of 6 is 9, plus 2 is 11. So we're going to add 11 to 19. That's going to put it at 30 feet, and that's where we will hit our putt. So let's put this out to 30 feet. Now it doesn't look like it breaks a whole lot. It's probably just like a little bit outside right edge. So like right here. Here we go. I pushed it, and it looks like it was probably straight. But again, the distance is what's important on that, right? Perfect distance, a little bit past the hole. It's exactly where you want to be. And the key here is, yes, you're probably going to end up making more putts following these tips. But the big part of where your game will probably improve is going to be those second tap-in putts. You know, it's really easy in this game to 3-putt. So if you can try to avoid very long misses, that's a really easy way to add, or in this case, I guess, subtract some strokes from your game. That's a bad drive. All right, let's just toss it up over here somewhere. And then we'll hit an approach shot. See what the putt looks like. All right. I'm all right with this. Boom. A little short probably. Looks like we have another uphill putt. Yep, and we do. All right, let's take a look at it. So again, uphill putt, cursor on the cup to start. So an 18-foot putt, cursor is at 18. Again, 150% of the uphill. So in this case, that's 7.5 feet. Okay. Now again, since it's less than 20 feet, we're going to add 2 more to that. So 7.5, 8.5, 9.5. I'm actually going to round that up because it's uphill, and I'm going to go to 10. So we're going to go up 10 feet here to 28 feet, and that's where we'll hit the putt. Here we go. So let's go to 28 feet. And again, it looks like it's just a slight break left to right. So like right here probably. And the hard part again is hitting it straight. I pulled it. God damn. So yeah, both these misses have been just me having bad swing lines on it. So again, extremely important to hit your putt straight. This might be a little bit long. It might be off the green actually. Yeah, it's gonna roll off. And down into the gully. Okay, so let's go ahead and just go this way. Try to get a downhill putt. Here we go. Stop right there. And what do we got? Ooh, looks like it's a flat putt. I guess it's slightly downhill. So let's take a look. This is one that's a little boring just because it's just barely downhill. But let's pop it on the screen anyway. So here we go. So as always, you start with the cursor right where the pin is. This is 29 feet. So from here, it's down 1 inch. Okay. Notably, it's almost 30 feet. So we're actually going to go down 1 extra foot, and then we're going to add 1 foot to that. So the mental gymnastics essentially get us right back to 28 feet. Okay. So let's hit that. Let's see where it goes. So I'm going to aim right here. I think that's about right. Just slightly over red. But again, distance, perfect. And that's what's important right now. And that's really what this tutorial is about. So, all right, let's try to get this in the fairway. Boom. And of course, I hit it perfect. Okay, we're all right. Wind helped me. I always play fast because that's what my swing is. So I thought we were going to be in the rough on the right. All right, let's aim right here. Ooh, another perfect. Look at me. All right, what kind of putt do we have? This looks like it's going to be downhill. Nice. All right, let's take a look again. So once again, downhill putt. Start with the ball, or the cursor, I'm sorry, on the cup, 16 feet away. So we're going to subtract 4, and it's inside of 20 feet, so it's down another half. I'm actually just going to let that go. Sometimes the halves, you either round up or down. I leave those for feel, right? So we're just going to go down the 4 inches, and then, or down the 4 feet, and then we're going to add 1 to that. So we're actually going to go down 3. So we're going to go down to 13 feet. And let's see how this goes. So we're going to go down to 13. And hopefully the read is about right here. Here we go. Boom. There we go. There's a bird. We drink to those. Cheers. All right, so boom. This might be a little long. Let's see if we can avoid this bunker here. Oh well. All right, let's take a look at the green here. I kind of want to, you know what? We've had a couple uphill. Let's try it downhill again. Let's go this way. Oh, it's going to get this and go down. Oh well, this might still be downhill. All right, it is a little bit. Perfect. So let's take a look at the downhill putt. All right, so once again, cursor on cup at 13 feet. So already -5. Now again, we're inside of, yeah, I mean, I'm not even going to do anything other than this because it's kind of between in that the 0.5 range, but I just don't feel like on some of these shorter putts it's even necessary. So we're just going to keep it at 5 and then add 1. So we're going to go 4. So we're going to go down 4. So 13 -4 is 9 feet, and that's where we'll hit it. Here we go. I think if these were 187s, like if these were much faster greens, I would probably go down to 8 instead. But with the moderate greens, I don't mind kind of fudging out the 0.5s. And it looks like it's a slight break, right? And again, downhill putts will break a little bit more. So I like this right here. Just a slight overread. Bummer. But again, speed, perfect. I liked the speed on that. Pretty good drive there. See if it holds. Yeah. All right. Let's aim this way. All right, downhill. A lot of downhills. Let's hit it. All right, again, once again. Cursor at 20, down 2, down 3, plus 1, right? Subtract downhill distance, 2. Subtract based on putt length, 1. Add 1. So down 2, down 1, add 1. So we're just going to go down 2 to 18, and then we'll hit it. Let's go to 18. Right here. Let's try to hit it straight. Get in. Boom. Birdie time. Cheers. All right, on to hole number 7. I'm hoping to actually kind of crank this up. I was wanting to get maybe an uphill putt. In fact, I may just chip this to the right just for giggles here to get something. Let's go up way over here, huh? Let's just crank one. There we go. Oh, it is downhill. All right. Long downhill putt. This will be good. Let's take a look at it. Alrighty, so very, very long downhill putt. So again, cursor on at 68. From here, we're already down 15. Okay. Now for the length, this is 68, almost 70. So it's in that 3 to 3.5 range. So let's go down 15 and then down 4. So down 19, add 1, down 18. So let's take a look. So 68 minus 18 is 50. So we're going to bring the putting cursor down to 50, and we're going to hit our putt. So let's do that, down to 50. And it's going to break a little bit early, right? Right to left early over the first 10 to 12 feet. And then as it gets closer to the hole, it's going to start meandering from left to right. So the key to this putt in terms of the left to right break is how is this ball going to get out of this first 12 feet? How far left is that going to be? And then, how is that going to be pulled back in? I feel like right here is probably good. Feels like right there. Here we go. I pulled this. That also came off that really weird. But look at the distance, right? Distance is perfect. That ball didn't come off the club face how I thought it would in terms of that first 2-3 feet. That was way farther left than I expected. So that's just a bad read. Good putt, bad read. Another good drive here. Now let's try to get, if we can, maybe a long uphill putt. Let's just crank this up. Nah, I got a little bit left on it. Oh, I got a kick. I'll take it. Thanks, game. Do we have, I don't think we're going to have a long uphill putt here. Oh yeah, we can. We'll just hit it short. We'll hit it right here somewhere. There we go. Be a nice long uphill putt. Oh boy. Look at this thing. All right, let's take a look at it. So again, cursor right on the cup at 38 feet. It's uphill 23. So remember, 150% of the uphill distance. So in this case, what's half of 23? 11 and a half? Let's just say 12 to make it easy. Okay, so we'll add 12 to 23, which puts us at 35. And it's uphill 38. So we're going to add one more to that, 36. So we're going to add 36 to 38, which, quick math here, 68, 74 feet, I think is what that equals. So we're going to move it to 74 feet, and we're going to try to make this putt. Here we go. All right, 74 feet. And obviously left to right. And I think it's going to be right in here somewhere. It's really just negotiating this uphill part. Sticks right there. So, all right, let's try it right here probably. Here we go. Overread it, but look at that. Again, the distance, perfect, right? The math works. Boom. All right, final hole here. I'd like to drain a birdie. That'd be nice. Boom. A good drive. All right. I don't really care as long as we're on. Uh-oh, this might go right. Ah, kick left. I was a little worried about that. Okay, well, since we're off here, let's toss it up top here on this top shelf, and let's have like a massive downhill putt just to end it, right? Let's take a look at this. Splash. Perfect. There we go. All right. This will be a downhill putt. Woof. Look at this monster. All right, here we go. So, again, cursor on the cup at 66 feet. So down 30, and then we're going to take some additional yardage, or I guess feet, off of it as well. So 66 is 3 to 3.5. Okay. So since it's closer to 70, I'm just going to go with 3.5. So down 30, down 3.5. So let's just do 34 for that. And then we'll add 1, 33. So we're going to go down from 66 to 33 in this case. It's exactly half, which is crazy. But we're going to bump this down to 33 and just hope we can negotiate this break. Here we go. Okay, down to 33. And then we just have to guess where this break is going to be. It feels like it's out here somewhere. It's going to go and then come down that hill. I'm guessing like right in here somewhere. Here we go. Ooh. Pretty good putt from there. I would easily take that if you were to tell me that right off the jump. And we'll go ahead and tap that in for par. or bogey or whatever we end up having because I tossed that up on the top shelf. So there we go, folks. That is Seamount's putting tips. So hopefully that helps you guys. Like I said, I get a lot of questions in my streams, people hopping in asking me what my thought process is when I stand over a putt. So I wanted to show you that in video form. So the beginning of it, you went through all of it, and then obviously we went through the 9 holes. Hopefully it was helpful. Please let me know in the feedback in the comments below if this is helping your game at all, or if you want any other tutorial videos to be made, please let me know and I'll be happy to make those in the future. But until then, thank you again so much for the support. As always, like, subscribe, all that good stuff too, and I'll see you next time on the channel. Cheers.